All right, another day, no call from the dermatologist. Hands getting better, right? Getting better. In the car again, obviously. So this is Sunday. So I've had since Monday, Tuesday, using the medicine or the ointments. I think Tuesday started the probiotic, the SBO Trinity. And again, keeping my diet really simple. Chicken thighs, lean beef, like 93.7 beef. Some egg yolks, some whole eggs. I use like this mustard condiment from Walmart, like the Southwest mustard. Pickled onions, like just with vinegar and xylitol, and yeah, vegetable, fruit, blueberries, apples, avocado. Not so much avocado. Again, just I feel like it sometimes raises my histamine levels, so I try to reduce that as much as I can. Macadamia nut oil. I eat popcorn, kefir, almond milk. I use some chocolate flavored BCAAs, EAAs from Blackstone, Fairlife milk, Kerrygold butter. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it, right? Some cheese here and there. But that's pretty much it, man. That's my diet. So pretty simple, not a lot of variables right now. My variables are definitely the fruits and vegetables, you know, peppers, onions, stuff like that. Doesn't seem to cause any bloating. But the meats, again, very simple. You don't need to go grass-fed, grass-finished if you are getting lean pieces of meat for the red meat. All the hormones and such is going to live inside. It's going to stay inside the fat. So if you don't have that much fat, you're not going to have that many toxins or xenoestrogens or forever chemicals or antibiotics or whatever that they use. So you don't have to. I choose to eat that, but again, you don't have to if you're on a budget, right? Same thing like with chicken thighs, you're going to have more fat, so you probably want to get a little bit more free range, non-caged chickens to eat the thighs. But if you're doing chicken breast, again, just make sure it doesn't have a lot of sodium water pumped into it. You'll see like a percentage of how much solution they put into the chicken breast, and typically the chicken breasts are like huge, right? Like you see at like Walmart and such. But again, you don't have to. They're just going to shrink and get rid of all the water whenever you cook them, and they might taste a little bit more rubbery. That's kind of the deal with that. Anyways, that's kind of like the diet things as far as like what I'm seeing with the eczema. This clip is going to be like vertical, so sorry. But yeah, about to go to the gym. I went to the house that's the one that we're trying to move into ASAP, the new build, to see what they've done to complete it. I forgot to take you guys around. I was going to show, but there's a lot of things we got to do as far as upgrading their upgrades. So have my Lowe's cart filled, and we have with everything except for the doorknobs for the interior and exterior door. It's like $7 grand, and then that's also not including the vinyl and the tile. Yeah, so that's like fans, faucets, bathroom fixtures, refrigerator, washer dryer stands, like toilet paper holders, the little towel racks. It's like all that stuff, all the miscellaneous stuff. It's like $7 grand. So hopefully get a good deal with my buddy for like the contractors discounts. because it's already discounted, so like it would be around 10K, and it's not even expensive stuff, man. So these little things are starting to add up, so hopefully we can get a better deal and get it all done before we move in, so that way I'm not living in chaos, because the house has like literally chrome, nickel, matte black, like all these different color schemes for faucets and fixtures and such. So really throws my OCD off. Kind of a first world problem, right? But you're paying for a house, you know, that's with interest. I mean, you're looking at like $1 million house like with interest. So yeah, we want it to be awesome, right? So got to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. About to go hit the gym and see if it aggravates my skin getting hot and sweat. Sometimes we'll do that, but hopefully tomorrow we'll hear back from the dermatologist and see what that biopsy came back as. Yeah, man, I don't know what's taking so long. So that's it until next time. All right. Sorry if this view annoys you, whoever is watching, but driving, so, you know, I'm not holding the camera, holding my phone. I'm going to address a few questions. I was asked, like, hey, are you going to do carnivore? No, I'm not going to do carnivore. It's basically a food elimination diet, and you might have eczema flare-ups or psoriasis flare-ups. Again, these are totally different, so I'm not talking about psoriasis, but more eczema based. Like, you might have the flares because of whatever they're putting into the foods that you're eating that are processed. So you might be a little bit intolerant to something, or again, food manufacturing and CPG products. The manufacturing is supposed to be good manufacturing, certified, but I mean, who knows really what goes in some of those, unless you work there, an engineer and food scientist. So you're probably going to flare up to something that's in there, right? So whether it be a preservative or sugar that they're adding into it, anti-caking agents, anti-stick agent to like the bags or can or something, food coloring, maybe the type of salt, because it might not be real salt, it might be chemically made. So I've done carnivore before, and I really didn't see a difference in how I feel or my skin versus like an animal base. But again, this is in Florida, so this is not kind of the same reaction I'm having here. So I think mine's more mold. But the other question is if you do, this is going off of carnivore, like animal based, they said, how often do you poop? Is it hard to poop? Things like that. Again, animal based, you still have fiber from vegetables or fruits, but even if on carnivore, the whole fallacy of like not being able to poop or being constipated because you don't have fiber, yada yada yada. You know, you eat tendons, ligaments, cartilage, fats from the meats, and that helps with creating stool and reduce constipation, but also the hydration. So like your salt levels. So a lot of times people are dehydrated. Dehydration can cause constipation, and salt will help with the osmolality of pulling water in and out of your intestines as well. So again, kind of think of that diarrhea versus not having diarrhea. Some people have diarrhea because of maybe they're doing too much salt and too much fat, and pancreas and gallbladder are trying to keep up, your liver's trying to keep up, you're trying to create bile salts and such, or maybe it's a lot of potassium versus what they were not having in their diet, 'cause meat has a lot of natural potassium, or maybe they switched to real salt, or you know, versus the Morton's salt, and so many different variables. But stay active, stay hydrated, enough salt, enough meat variation throughout the day, some fat in that meat, some cartilage, so like eat some chicken wings and such, or add that cartilage. like if you have like bone-in meats, again, boil the bones and cartilage, scoop the cartilage out, mix it in your food. That's gonna help you poop, right? So another question is, what laundry detergent do you use? What soap do you use? All that stuff. I use all laundry detergents, and no, it's like the white bottle. There's no perfumes or dyes in it. I think it's like all clear. I'm allergic to Tide, whatever Tide is. So even though it's like the all natural, no additive Tide detergent, I'm still allergic to it. So all is really what my body has adapted to, I guess. But it has no problems, and your clothes actually smell good versus natural cleaning detergents. Like you still have like musk and such. But yeah, that's the one that works for me. Soap, I use St. Ivy's soap. It's like the sea salt and something. It's like a white bottle, St. Ivy's, and I use that because it doesn't have like any smell like perfumes or essential oils added into it. Because essential oils, they do bother me. Like tea tree oil, jeez. For some reason, it breaks me out, even though it's supposed to be antimicrobial, antibacterial. I can't use it in shampoos and such. Shampoo, I just use whatever is cheapest. I don't really wash my hair that often. After I mow, or after maybe the beach or a pool, if there's chlorine and such, I'll wash it. But I maybe wash it like once every like 4 days, I guess, because that's how often, 4 to 5 days. That's how often I try to mow the yard. So yeah, it's pretty much how often. I don't think you should be washing your hair that much. I think it strips the natural oils, and I'm not super oily, right? So even on hormone replacement therapy, I don't produce a lot of oil, so I don't have acne and such. So my skin's really dry. That's the other thing. They've asked me about like hygiene and such. So usually I take showers just after me working out, and typically I'm in a morning workout, and I didn't really sweat that much throughout the day. But here in Texas, I take like 2 showers a day. But I also, after 3 uses of my towel, I will switch my towel. So that's usually like every other day I'll switch my towel. Just because where we're living now, again, the whole mold thing, it's really tripping me out. I got like a new bath sponge too, because I was scared about the mold being on it. And so, but yeah, I frequently wash my towels. I'm very paranoid about that, and I don't like wash or dry my body off with a damp towel. Like, that's just weird and disgusting feeling. So yeah, probably wash it more than the average person. The other question: how do you know what you're taking and supplement wise is helping? SBOs, I have the ointments or that ointment and that cream prescription drug that I am putting on really severe spots. Again, I need to get it off my skin because I work with people and I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. And I was born with this problem, so I've had this issue as a kid in grade school. So I mean, I'm dealing with it, and I don't feel like uncomfortable to where I can't go outside, but like I would obviously not, I would like to not have it on my skin. But how do you know if the SBOs are working or the collagen? Now, hear me out. Like the SBOs, I think the high dose is 6 capsules per day, 222, split up throughout the day. I think it may be working because I'm not putting anything on my back or like my stomach. And those spots are clearing up. Like my back looks way better. And so I don't know if the creams and ointments have like a systemic effect because again, skin's kind of a large organ. It talks with each other, yada, 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 right? Like, I don't know if it's like going to my back as well and reducing overall like systemic histamines or, you know, interleukin output or whatever is causing this freaking eczema, right? But maybe because SBOs, again, altering your gut microbiome, maybe it is helping really well. And I don't have to stay on this ointment and cream as long as I think. So keep at it. But I mean, I haven't put anything on my back. So that's the variable that I'm leaving with my self-test, is trying to kind of checking on those spots that I haven't put any ointment on. Yeah, so keep going with it and let's see what happens. All right, just finished up today grilling some chicken on a griddle. So it's chicken thigh, by the way. I use a griddle, not a grill. And yeah, all that stuff is like, you know, char. And people are gonna ask, hey, like, they have asked about like carcinogens and cancer with charring. And the way I look at it is you can't eliminate everything. Charring does add some flavor. And then charring on certain like cast iron or stainless steel or ceramic versus these non-stick pans and such. The griddle is like a stainless steel. So as far as like forever chemicals leaking into your food with carcinogens, there's so many things that can be carcinogenic, or that have forever chemicals. Every time you sit into your car's been out in extreme heat or extreme cold, both will lead to, you know, releasing chemicals because all the plastic pieces. So you really can't escape it. You can moderate it and kind of limit the use or I guess like the use of certain forever chemicals. Same thing with was it EMF, like the electromagnetic fields. People, you know, are wearing the smartwatches, or the phones are on us, or these headphones in my ear, 5G, I mean, all these different things that's now smart, refrigerators, microwaves, ovens. But I'm not too worried about the carcinogens. I don't think anybody should be. I think a lot of worry puts in a lot of placebos, and it makes us not really consider variables or genetic mutations or lifestyle factors. And we just, I guess as like consumers, the majority of them want just one simple answer. They want one simple thing to do, and the problem is it's not simple. So it sucks for you if you're trying to get that one magic answer or that one magic, you know, habit that you do every day. And it's not one thing. It's so many things added up, and you have to have some good with the bad, you know. So it's fine, you know, just live in a good ratio of you know, what is friendly for your lifestyle and non-cancerous, and then, you know, have your occasional sweetener, aspartame or whatever. I think you're totally fine. Don't overthink it. Yeah. So anyways, about like the carcinogens, just cook it however you like it. Now they're talking about like air fryers causing cancer, and people are just leeching on fear. And, you know, that's a big reason why a lot of things sell, like a lot of people's opinions sell, these diets sell. It's just freaking fear. It's a fear-mongering thing, similar to like politicians or, you know, politics and religion. It's a fear tactic, and I'm just not a big proponent of driving fear as making that decision for someone or altering someone's decisions. But you think about it, like back in like Nomad, right? Like they're sitting around a fire cooking meat and such. I mean, that fire has sticks and stones and mosses or whatever else is going to be in the fire leaching into the meat. And I mean, it's just something we can't get away from. Like, I don't care how you, like, I don't care like what is being made to prevent that. Like, there's always gonna be some sort of carcinogen, like when you're cooking meat. So like, what do you want to do? Eat raw meat, and then you're gonna have parasites, which like other countries, like, okay, maybe they might not have as much cancer, but they have a lot more parasites, and so they have different ways of dying younger, or they have different ailments versus the United States. So third world countries versus United States. The United States, we have an abundance and an indulgence of foods and cancers and heart disease, diabetes. But these other countries, they don't, but they walk a lot and such. But they also have parasites, and they have other GI issues that they run into, or they have, you know, again, parasites are freaking crazy, right? I mean, they can go to your brain, they can go anywhere, and they kind of leech off of you and slowly kill you and turn you senile. And
possibly mess up your genetics, and then that will lead down to, if you're a woman, to your child. And you know, it's crazy. So like it's like during a drought, people pray for rain, right? Or they want rain. But the problem is, you get the rain, but now you get the puddles, and now you get the mosquitoes. Now you don't want mosquitoes, and you don't want the puddles. So now you get a drought. So it's like, you're going to get the good with the bad with the good. It's just the way it is, right? Yeah. So just do stuff to figure it out on your own. You have to implement it. You have to implement it. My rule of thumb is every 30 days, right? So 30 days of trying something, 30 to 60 days. You need to see how your body reacts. It's not going to react in a day or 2 days, a week. That's a placebo effect, right? Same thing. I mean, we even look at like some drugs. Some drugs, even though they have a receptor and they go right to work, it does take a little bit of time for your body to replicate DNA, or to create like a defense mechanism or a healing mechanism according to that drug or that lifestyle or that herb or that, you know, whatever, right? I'm pretty much just rambling now, but yeah, like, just try for yourself, right? I'll see if I have any more questions, but leave it at that for this video.